Hi there, my name is Oak, and in this lesson, we are going to look at the basic settings you should configure immediately after launching a WordPress website. Right now, we're in the WordPress dashboard, which is the main control area of your website. The first thing I usually do here is clean up the dashboard so it's not distracting. You'll notice several widgets on the screen such as Site Health, Quick Draft, At a Glance Activity, and WordPress Events. While these can be useful, I prefer to turn most of them off at the beginning so I can focus. To do that, click on Screen Options at the top and uncheck everything. I usually leave Quick Draft on, but you can turn it off if you want a completely blank dashboard. Now, look at the sidebar on the left-hand side. This sidebar is collapsible, which is helpful if you want more screen space. The most important area we are going to focus on first is settings. Once you launch your WordPress website, there are a few essential settings you must configure. Click on Settings, then go to General. In the General Settings sections, this is where you set your site title. For this website, I've named it Learning WordPress. Your site title should be the name of your brand, business, or website, for example, Google. Next is the tagline. This is a short description of what your website is about. WordPress website. WordPress defaults to just another WordPress website, but you should always change this. For example, I will use WordPress course. Your site title and tagline are both important, so make sure they are meaningful. Below that, we have the site icon. This is usually taken from your logo and appears in the browser tab. Click on Choose Site Icon, upload an image, and crop it so it fits properly. Once done, this is how it will appear in the browser. You will also see options like the WordPress address, site address, and admin email. These are more advanced settings, so I recommend not changing them unless you know exactly what you're doing. If you do change the admin email, WordPress will send a confirmation email before applying the update. Next setting is membership. If you are building a blog, an e-commerce website, or any website that allows user registration, you can enable this. Otherwise, leave it off. For new user default role, never assign administrator. This gives user full access to your website. We will talk more about user roles shortly. Next, select your site language and time zone. For example, if you're in Nigeria, select Lagos. If you're in the UK, select London. If you're in the US, choose your appropriate time zone. You can leave the date and time format as default. Once you're done, click Save Changes, and that covers the general settings. Now let's go to rating settings. By default, WordPress displays your latest post on the home page. If we visit the site now, you would see a default post called Hello World. Eventually, you'll want a static home page instead. That means choosing a specific page to act as your home page. Since we haven't created one yet, we'll come back to this later. Next, let's go to permalinks. This is one of the most important settings, especially for SEO. WordPress offers several permalink feature structures. The first one is plain, and this uses post IDs, not SEO friendly. Second one is date-based structures, which is hard to remember, read essentially. Numeric structures, that's the third type of family, and it's not really user-friendly. And the recommended option is post name. So this gives you clean URLs like yourwebsite.com/about us instead of long unreadable links. Scroll down and click Save Changes. Now let's go back to the dashboard and look at posts. Posts are mainly used for blog content. The Hello World post you saw earlier is a default WordPress post. When you open a post, you'll see the WordPress editor. This is where you add the post title, the post content. And to create a new post, click Add New, enter your title, and start writing. Posts also use categories, and the default category is uncategorized. We'll cover this in more detail when we talk about SEO. Next, let's talk about pages. Pages are used for static content like home, about, contact, privacy policy. By default, WordPress creates a sample page and a privacy policy page. You should delete the sample page, but the privacy policy page is important, so you can either edit it or recreate it later. Let's create a home page. Click Add New Page, name it Home, and publish it. Now go back to Settings and then Reading, select Static Page and choose Home as your home page. Save the changes, and when you visit the site, your home page will now display correctly. Next, let's talk about plugins. Plugins are pieces of software that add functionality to WordPress. Without plugins, WordPress would be very limited. Plugins handle things like design, security, SEO, emails, and e-commerce. By default, WordPress installs 2 plugins. Hello Dolly. This doesn't do anything useful, so you can delete it. Akismet, used for spam protection. You can delete it for now if you're not running a blog. WordPress has a massive plugin repository connected directly to WordPress.org. There are thousands of free and paid plugins available. We won't install any plugins yet. This is just an introduction. Now, let's go to appearance and themes. Themes control the design and layout of your WordPress website. Every WordPress website must have a theme function. WordPress comes with default themes like 2025, 2024, and 2023. I usually delete older themes and keep only the most recent one. As new versions are released, you can update accordingly. You can also install themes from the WordPress repository or from third-party marketplaces like ThemeForest, which offers thousands of premium themes. We will install a theme for this course in the next lesson. Next is users, which is very important if you're running a blog, an e-commerce store, a membership website. Here, you can manage all users on your website. WordPress has 5 default roles: subscriber, with no admin access; contributor, can contribute posts but cannot publish; author, can create and delete their own post; editor, can manage posts and pages; and administrator, with full access to the entire website. Always assign roles carefully. Some plugins like WooCommerce add roles such as Shop Manager. You can edit a user details, but usernames cannot be changed once created. You can update names, email addresses, passwords, and how names are displayed publicly. Finally, let's look at media. This is where your images, videos, and files are stored. You can upload, edit, crop, and delete images directly from here, just like we did when uploading the site icon. Now, in summary, these are the basic steps you should complete immediately after launching your WordPress website. Clean up your dashboard, configure general settings, set your permalinks to post name, create and set your home page, understand posts and pages, learn the basics of plugins, themes, users, and media. In the next lesson, I will show you how to install and configure a theme, and we'll start building out additional pages. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned.